Hello everyone, um, welcome back to my computer project. Last week I think I showing this working. So this is the multiplex site and it's tied up to the ALU now, or at least the 8-bit adder. So it's got 8 outputs from this adder. They all go into here and it outputs 1/2 of that number. I've also finished building 1/2 of my new 7-segment display. So this, like, the problem... Right. So this was my old one, right? And the problem I had with this is that power had to come in through these pins, and the output of this board was just very weak. So depending on what was actually happening, sometimes it was just too weak to actually light up. So it shows some numbers, but then not others. And this was only meant to be temporary anyway, because it just plugged in there, and it was nice way to test things. But this is a more permanent one, and it works slightly differently. So I'm out of breath. This one is... So the signal still comes in, but it doesn't power the LEDs directly. What it does is open up these transistors to ground. So these already have power, and then they just open it up to ground, turning it on. There's also an inverter, or another transistor set here. So all these other transistors, there's one for each segment, they all feed into this one, which is opened up to ground selectively. So this opens up. Well, actually, I think I've just got it set to on at the moment, so it just shows this one. But yeah, there's a signal that can go in here, and it can switch to one of these, opening up to ground, and that will be for each segment. So there'll be 2 7 segments, and they'll all use the same transistors for the display, but sometimes they'll go into this one. I'm not sure how it's going to work yet. I think I'm going to have to redo all the transistors again over here. I don't know. We'll find out. But this one works, so that's what it matters. Yeah, so basically just inverts how it was working before. So instead of powering it, the power's already there, it just sends it to ground. So I'll turn it on. So at the moment you're just seeing 0. Oh wait, that's because I touched it. It's very sensitive. But yeah, so at the moment it's just showing 0. It's actually showing 2 zeros, because that's what I've got on this board over here. If I add a 1, you'll see it's changed to a 1 there. So this is actually 1. So yeah, this is actually 1. This is 1 at the start, and the second digit is the higher bit, the most significant half of the 8-bit number. So if I wanted to add... So if I put a 1 on the 5th bit, if I could find it, is it that one? Yeah, you'll see 1 1. So what is that in binary? That's you have 1 2 4 8 16. So that will be 17. Yeah, 17. If you add 1 to it, so this is all going into the 8-bit adder. So if I add 1, you see we get 1 2, which is 17 18. And this is hex. So if we put all the bits here to the top, you'll get F. So that's all 4 of the last bits set to 1, which is F, which is 16, isn't it? Or is it 15? No, it's 15. So yeah, that's working. And so yeah, at the moment it's just switching the one display. But when the other display is on here, it will switch between those two. Yeah, so that works nicely. So I have to build that. I've also got another one of these boards, because I just had these boards lying around. So these baseboards, I'm going to have another one going up here for the front panel. And this will just stick into the front panel like that. Somewhere over here probably. I had to buy some angle brackets, so brackets like that, to go into here. And I couldn't find any that came with bolts, so I've had to buy nuts and bolts separately for those sizes, because I think they're like 4mm holes. I got some cheap ones, like 20 cheap brackets, and like the nuts and bolts cost more. But yeah, hopefully they're enough. I think they're like that, so they might be a bit small, but I can always replace them later if they're not strong enough. Because remember, the front panel is going to have things stuck to it with wires. There's going to be might be a bit of strain on it, and it's going to have the buttons as well. And some of those buttons are quite firm. So we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, that's that all working. One thing I will note is that the little regulator over here on the breadboard power supply gets really hot now. It's actually okay at the moment. I don't know. But yeah, sometimes that does, yeah, it is actually quite hot. So yeah, I might have to come up with a power supply solution soon. So my goal at the moment is just to get the ALU, or at least these switches, tied up to the front panel. Then I'll get around to implementing the 8-bit register. Because like I say, I need more of these. So yeah, what I might do is make it so the inputs of those are on the front panel. Then the input doesn't actually change until you save it to the register. That could be an interesting middle step. But yeah, it's all there. It's working quite well. It doesn't have any of the... It solves all the issues I was having, because there is still weak power going through here, but just how this works, it's just better. Right, so I shall do some post. I know what this is. I'm surprised it arrived so soon, actually, but... Oh. That is, or at least that should be... I can't open the bag. Yeah, that should be 1,000 resistors. Or sorry, transistors. Exactly the same as I have now. Actually, I do actually want to double check that. Couldn't find my scissors for a second there. Let's just double check one. Yep, that's a 2N2222. That's 1,000 of them, so that will keep me going for a good while. Other package is from Amazon. What was this? I forget. Oh yeah. This is a bunch of capacitors. So this isn't actually for the computer project. It's for other projects. But yeah, I haven't actually had to buy any new capacitors yet. Since getting my first kit, I haven't had to buy any. But yeah, this is what, I think this was like 540 capacitors. And this was like £7-8. I'm not sure, but yeah, this has some. I mean, at the moment, the highest ones I have are the 100 microfarads, but this goes up to 470. So yeah, this is basically for like art pieces, LED projects, and creating patterns and stuff. I mean, I may have more uses for them as well, but yeah, that's going to be their primary use. So I got loads of them pretty cheap. I like that. Usually they have these stuck to the inside of the box. I'm glad they don't here, because usually if you want to reuse the box, you have to get some like anti-glue stuff, and it's really awkward. Because I like to reuse these cases. But yeah, let's get this going again. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.